There's a lot of food service stories, and I thought about doing one of those because I've been a server a lot of my life and have many, many, many weed stories, including in my sleep, which is very scary. But this is actually about festivals. And festivals, of course, have weed involved. But I was in the weeds at this particular festival. I've been working for this festival for 20 years. Started back in 1999, missed a couple years, kind of as a volunteer coordinator. So I did things like, I'm nervous as hell up here, so sorry if I stagger. I started out doing the volunteer coordinating for over 500 volunteers for a festival of 7,000 people. So that's a lot of people to manage. And there were times that I was in the weeds. Literally, I would wear sticky notes of reminding myself what I needed to do. And at one point, I was straddling a picnic bench going, am I sitting down or standing up? Couldn't tell. But through the years, I kind of let my responsibilities go to other people. They got shared. My husband joined me, and we started running parking crew and enjoying the festival a little more. They started having a drum circle, which is fun, a little more hippie festival type. And I was hanging out with them. Always wanted to play with the fire. Other festivals I'd gone to, the fire tenders were the really cool people. Plus they had power tools. Oh, and if anybody knows me, I now carve with chainsaws, so I play with fire there. About 5 years ago, I actually took my chainsaw carvings and my skills up to the drum circle and started making sculptures for them to burn. They work really late, like till 6 a.m., tending the fire, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. It would be really cool. Tend the fire, keep the fire going, make art sculptures while the fire's burning, kind of like Burning Man stuff on a much smaller scale. And this one, so I did it the first year and it was pretty good. The second year I did it, and on a Saturday night, well, a little pre-story to this. I was hanging out and very relaxed. Don't think I had Richard with me, so I was unsupervised. And they had some edibles hanging around. So I indulged. They didn't seem to do anything, so I'm like, whatever. That Saturday night, so the last night of the party, I was busy all day getting the fire ready, helping them. It wasn't just me, there was a bunch of people doing this. And then we're tending the fire, and I'm hungry. And somebody's walking around handing out cookies. I'm like, okay, well, I know what this kind of festival is. It's a cookie. I'm just going to put it in my backpack. I'm not going to eat this now. So I keep tending the fire, and I can't find anybody to give me a break. And I'm still getting hungry. So I'm like, oh, I'll just eat a little bit of this cookie. And I get about halfway through the cookie, and I'm like, I don't think I should eat all of this cookie. So I put the cookie away. I'm like, I've been eating edibles all weekend. They haven't affected me. I should be good. So I keep tending the fire, keep looking for somebody to give me a break. And as this is happening, things are getting weird. Now, I'm not quite sure if the weird is in my head or what's actually happening around me. So I get through that night. I finally just give up. I'm like, there's got to be somebody else here taking care of this fire. I'm just done. And like, what do you do when you're in the weeds? I just went and took a nap. I woke up in the morning and nobody but died. Fire was still going, which it does. And the next year, I decided I'm going to be morning crew. I go to bed at 10 o'clock, someplace else in the festival, and then I come back in the morning and watch all the fun people that are eating their cookies.